trouble.
Yep. So, recap is yes, you guys left Rose Lake. You're on your way to Oakheart. You were traveling through the grasslands where there's a bunch of hills, and you came across a crying baby with no. I almost said owner, with no parent.
And no owner.
And no owner. Griff was very against taking the note that was included with the baby because that would make it your responsibility.
Yep.
Leandra swiftly ignored him.
Sorry, Griff. I keep taking notes from everybody.
I know. You need to stop that.
I know.
Such a thief. You're a paper thief.
That's right.
So, as you guys settled down for the night, just outside of the woods, there were a couple of conversations between you all about kind of the past, as well as what would be what you had some suspicions about some things. So you found a journal that had some things written in it that were pretty deranged or odd or something. Everybody, you know what? Someone else take over. I want to see what your opinions are on this so far.
Someone, Talon gave us the family tree, right? Wasn't it you, Talon?
No, I think was it Tom?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
Tom,
right.
yeah.
It
It was
me,
in
I don't-
the
I
book
think
that I
it's Tom.
found
That's right.
in the library in Rose Lake.
Okay, so we have that family tree, and then we have the journal, and that journal's filled with some pretty crazy things.
The journal kind of sounds like very much what's going on where we are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Leandra turned into a dog unbeknownst to everybody saw except for Tom.
Right.
Yeah.
Tom is just not seeing it.
Which I immediately, when Nancy sent that message, I was like, "Oh, how's Tom gonna react?"
Yep.
Didn't see it.
Nope.
Nope.
Didn't
So
happen.
Leandra turned into a dog to try to find out the source of where if there is anybody kind of around the camp and kind of get some more clues after spotting something in the distance.
Yeah, so, I thought about this. If Leandra ever says she has a call of nature, that probably doesn't mean what you might think it means. It may mean she's going to change something.
So Leandra spotted someone in the distance standing on the top of a hill. It was a humanoid figure who, as soon as Leandra spotted him, he kind of looked back directly at Leandra, and all you could see was the glint of a cigarette, something along those lines, and with wisps of smoke. And the person kind of limped off toward the woods. Oh, sorry, sounded like you were going to say something.
I was just going to say, I think Leandra might try and follow him.
Okay.
As a dog?
Maybe. Yeah.
Alone?
No, she's going to try and conscript somebody, or a couple somebodies.
Talon
you
would
were-
be good. He's your ranger, right?
Uh-huh.
As you were sniffing around the camp, you noticed the scent kind of was concentrated in an area around Onyx. And sure enough, when Onyx opens his eyes after his meditation, he looks around and kind of looks up at you guys. Who went through my stuff? And he spots the journal in Leandra's hand. Why'd you take my things?
I didn't. It was on the ground, and she points
No,
to
it
where
was
she...
in my bag.
It was on the ground when I found it. And again, she points to where it was.
As Onyx takes a look around, he notices there are some footprints that Leandra would have noticed as well, kind of near his bag. Somebody was digging through my bag?
It was me.
Nope.
For the record, nope.
Wasn't me.
As you guys all recount a Shaggy song. Um,
Leander will say, I think I saw someone, and she looks around Talon and Boodrum and others and said, I was going to go and try and follow him and see if we can figure out who it was. Someone want to join me?
I'll go.
Talon looks at Budrum. You up for it, dwarf?
I'm not very sneaky, but I'll go if you want.
I'm not
I'll go
super.
with you. You guys know where that dog went?
Dog? I didn't see a dog.
Leander just shrugs.
Sure. Why not? Might as well.
We're off to find the creature.
Yes.
Yeah, we collect more people. We need a bigger team.
okay,
We
who's
have a
going?
baby.
Maybe Budrum will stay behind because he has stumps for legs and heavy armor. So he's
Clank.
not very sneaky. Maybe I'll guard the people in the cave.
Yeah,
You can
and,
stay with the baby.
yeah. Janelle and the others would appreciate that.
I'm not leaving just him alone with the baby.
I'm not going to eat it yet.
Yet.
How light is it outside?
It is dark. It is middle of the night. You guys have already set up. You began camping, and it is about 4 hours into what would have been your long rest.
I'll
So
plop
who is
myself
going?
down at the front of the
Me.
cave, light my pipe.
Because I'm sneaky. So why not?
Okay.
And I'll go, but I'm going to go back to dog form
Okay.
because for two reasons. One, she'll have some night vision.
Okay.
And
Oh, yeah,
two,
that's right.
she'll be quieter.
Would dark vision work there?
What do you mean?
I mean, like, would Talon benefit from that since he has dark vision?
Yeah, yeah.
Hooray!
So is it just the three of you guys? You guys going?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
Griff sees everybody getting ready to be sneaky. He's just gonna sit back down.
Okay.
He's like,
He
no,
knows, he
no.
knows the
Sneaky wants to
limitations.
go.
Is Tom
Tom
staying?
Tom will go.
Oh, okay, Tom's gonna go.
Oh, all right.
Yay.
So, Tom, Talon, Leandra, and Rowan, you guys hike up your things and start walking toward this figure. Onyx is going to follow as well, but he's going to be behind all of you guys, kind of looking like he doesn't trust you.
Oh boy.
Somebody else went through your stuff, not us.
Yeah.
He shrugs. So, as you guys continue toward this area, Leandra, are you in dog form already?
Yeah, we're going to travel through the night. I'm going to have to be.
Okay. And Tom, how are you getting around with it being so dark? It is really dark outside because it has been raining most of the night. Right now it's not, but the sky is still dark with clouds.
Tom has a hidden. A bullseye lantern that like projects light in a cone. Would that mess everyone else up though? Like having this bright flashlight.
Probably. I don't know.
No, not necessarily. It just kind of makes it easier to see in that range.
But it would give away our position, right?
That it would.
Yes.
Okay, then I'll just I'll stay back actually.
Oh.
Okay. So you're going to stay back at the camp then?
Yeah, I forgot
Okay.
it was dark.
Okay. So as the rest of you guys go hiking off, Leandra, when will you transform? Right away, or are you gonna strategically wait until you're out of sight.
I'll wait till I'm out of sight. I think I can manage that at least.
That's going to be the best long-running joke.
Yes.
One day,
Yeah.
it's going to be like Leandra's level 15, and Tom's going to see it and be like, "Holy shit! I've seen all these crazy things, but never in my wildest dreams."
Right.
Okay, so Leandra, you're going to be leading the pack, so to speak.
Right, because I'm following that scent trail.
Yes. As you get up to the area where you last saw the person, go ahead and make a perception check. I think you get advantage as a dog, maybe.
Yeah, I should be better organized for this. I think you're right, though. Alexa, roll 1d20. I'm looking up dog. Well, I hope I get advantage. Alexa, roll 1d20. Yeah. So she got a 5 and a 4. She's like +6 on those, but I'm pulling up my sheet and stuff.
Okay.
But either way, those are terrible rolls. Okay. I should have had my sheet open. Okay.
Wouldn't you be using the dog stats anyways instead of your own?
Possibly, which would be even better, maybe.
Yes, you do.
Okay, so
You take the dog's
yeah.
most of the dog stuff. I think you keep your intelligence.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's all the mental stuff stays the same, all the physical things.
Okay. Oh shoot. Well, huh.
And I
Wisdom
mean, I think
count as mental stuff. I think it would.
some of that mental stuff would be good. Not all of it, but where is?
I'm going to give it to you. You can
Okay.
roll the dog stats for the wisdom
Okay.
because I don't know the ruling on it.
I don't know either. Appendix. Where are all the stats? No. Okay. Anyway, yeah, her rolls were 4 and 5, and I can't find the pluses right now. 11. 11 if it's Leandra.
It looks like a dog would only have a +3.
Wah. Okay. I'm gonna let you choose. Do you want to take the dog stuff or do you want to take
Take
the
mine for now.
Leandra stuff?
She has an 11.
So whatever you pick, I'm gonna hold you to for the rest of the game. So
Ken,
you can take the low roll now and get the animal stats later on as far as wisdom goes, or you can take the high roll and keep your wisdom stats going forward.
so what I would prefer to do is figure out the rules after the game, and so for tonight, just for this roll, I'll just take the 11 for Leandra, and then we'll move on, and I'll figure it out. And I'll be
Okay,
better
fine.
prepared, Druid.
That's no fun, but fine.
I know.
Okay, so with an 11, as you get up to this spot, you're kind of sniffing around in circles, but there's not really anything here. You notice the scent, the smoke trail going back toward the camp, but you lose it about 10 paces ahead. And no matter where you go, you can't find it.
She whines in frustration.
Anybody else want to look around?
I'll look around.
Go for it. Roll a perception check.
Me. Oops. Roll d20. Roll d20. 21.
All right. Damn.
Yay!
Talon, as you look around, you can kind of see ahead of you, it looks like there's something moving in the forest. You can't really tell what it is because it's a dark figure amongst all the dark figures of trees over there. And it's just on the edge of your dark vision. However, as you're looking around, you do spot something on the ground. There is a paper wrapped parcel just lying on the ground, about 10 steps off to the right.
I turn to the party and gesture towards the parcel. There's something on the ground there.
And you all stand around.
Leander will go sniff it. There. She'll...
I walk over and pick it up.
Okay.
I found that section.
Since everybody
in the book,
else
by
is
the
sitting
way.
around, I'll walk over and pick it up.
What'd you say, Mike?
Whenever you guys want, I found that the shapeshift rule thing.
Oh, go for it. What is it?
You keep your alignment, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma.
Cool.
All you get. Oh, and your personality stays the same too. Skill and saving throw proficiencies, in addition to gaining what the creature has.
Yeah, so you do gain what the creature has.
So you'll gain like
Right, and
advantage.
it says if the creature does have higher, like wisdom, then you can choose that. But it sounds like
nice.
if yours is higher than whatever the other thing is, then you can keep yours too. But you don't get legendary actions. Sorry.
Right. But in general, I do get the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, thanks.
Yay.
So Talon,
Mhm.
as you pick up this parcel, you hear a sloshing sound.
Coming from the parcel?
Yep.
Did anybody else hear that?
Leander nods.
The dog nods.
Probably. I would assume.
I guess I unwrap the parcel.
Okay. As you open it, there are 4 vials inside, and they hold a reddish-brownish liquid.
I pick one up and show it to everybody else. Has anybody ever seen this before?
Rowan, this looks remarkably similar to the bottles that you found inside the library.
And she she knows what those are already, I think, yes?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. Yeah, I think so too. Those look like what I found earlier. Those are healing potions, I do believe. Could come in useful.
How many of us are here? Is it 4?
There are 4 there, and Rowan found... I'll check my notes. I think she found 4 before as well.
Well, I will give everyone else one of them.
Cool. As you look back out into the forest, you don't see that figure that seemed to be moving before anymore.
She'll look around and smell around one more time, look for footprints, anything that, or like, crushed down grass, anything that would show that somebody had been here recently.
Yes. As you look around, you do see that there is some grass that's kind of pushed down, headed in the direction where Talon was looking. As you continue to smell, it is still a little difficult to smell anything based on your last roll, just because it has been raining, so the scent of the wet grass and the dirt and everything is kind of eclipsing a lot of that. And you're still not that used to being a dog.
Yes.
This is all new.
She she turns back toward camp. Unless other people want to look around.
Up to you guys. Do you guys want to head back?
Before they do, Griff's going to turn to Bertram and say, "Hey, since they're all gone, what are we going to name it?"
It.
What can I gesture at the
I don't care. If his name is Fish, we can call this one Tuna.
Griff just nods.
Uh,
Says, I like it. Tuna.
I turn to everybody. Maybe we should head back, because God only knows what they'll do to the baby.
I had a bad feeling all of a sudden.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah, I
God,
had a bad feeling.
don't think we want to leave them alone with it too long.
Let me look at my inventory. See if I have any paint. Hold on.
Oh, no.
No, I don't have any paint.
Yeah, I looked for some reason. I don't know why I didn't write down how many of those I had earlier, Eric. But I'm glad you have notes because, I usually keep track of that stuff. But I don't know. Maybe I just forgot this one time or something.
I normally take a lot of notes and keep track of like party inventory, but I wasn't because a lot of people were keeping stuff like, and so I was just like, well, I'll let them track it. Does that make sense?
Yep.
And so,
However you guys want to do it.
yep. So if someone wants me to keep track of inventory, I have a note taker here, and I write down notes for the sessions anyway. So
Tom's gonna have his own separate inventory of random stuff he collects, so probably gonna just keep that separate.
Yeah, I'll keep track of mine too.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
I generally keep track of mine. I just for some reason forgot to write that down.
It's all
I
good.
did write that I have some more gold, but I don't know what happened that day.
That's the important part now. Okay. As you guys make it back to camp, everybody is just kind of milling about. I guess awake from their rest. Nobody went back to sleep yet.
Yeah.
And Tuna is back asleep in his cradle. So, what do you guys want to do? You want to go back to sleep for the rest of your long rest, or
I think that's a good plan for Leander anyway.
Yep. Yes, please.
Tom, as you are waiting for everybody to return, a dog enters camp.
I was
flop
muted.
down on
I'll sleep too.
Leander's bedroll.
Flop down on Tom's.
Tom doesn't actually have a bedroll. He has a hammock that he has just thrown on the ground.
That's awesome.
Well, I can jump on that.
Nice. All right. As you guys settle in for another night's sleep, is everybody going back to sleep?
Yep.
Yeah.
Griff will stay up for a little
Yep.
bit.
Okay.
Just a
Are
little,
we gonna do watches?
an hour or so, maybe.
That is totally up to you guys.
Do we want to have Onyx take next watch since he was sleeping when people went through his stuff?
That works.
There we go.
As you
Volunteer.
look around,
He only needs to
return with you
transfer
guys.
like 4 hours anyway. so-
Oh.
Yeah, as you guys look around again, Onyx did not return with you guys.
Oh,
Griff will look over at Tuna. Say, well, you gain one, we lose one. I think we'll be okay. But did you guys? You didn't do anything, right?
no.
No.
No. And
As the dog looks at you and goes, "Arr."
I'll be back.
Howling.
Maybe he's just out with Leandra.
Probably.
The dog just sighs.
I did see them looking at each other the other day. And then,
Dog gets up and growls.
I heard her say that she's got call of the wild, so it probably means she's taking a shite in the woods.
Water in the trees.
Aye.
Well, not that I'm afraid of anything, but I don't think I'll be able to sleep. So I'll just I'll stay up and keep an eye out for them. I'm not afraid. Just so we're clear, not terrified about any monsters.
Okay. As everybody settles in for a night's sleep, Tom, you are looking out in the general direction of the woods where the cave kind of faces. And you look back at the group every once in a while to make sure everything's still how it was, making sure that no more journals are magically appearing. And about an hour into your watch, you look back and Leandra's laying in the bedroll.
Tom counts everybody and is like, was she there all the time? And okay, I guess, yeah. He gets up and looks around for a secret entrance to the cave, and then goes back to the front.
Okay, roll investigation.
Okay. Just one moment. That's intelligence, right?
Yes.
That's a 10. Plus 2 is 12.
All right. As you are kind of walking around the cave's walls, you're feeling to see if there are any cracks or any places where the wall gives, and you find nothing.
All right, I'm gonna go back to the front and just wait. Try not to think about deer monsters or eyes watching me.
Yeah, the last entry of that journal was, oh god, it's watching us.
He's gonna take out the knife that he polished and like look behind him with it to
Okay.
every so often.
Okay. That'll be fun. Make a perception check.
Okay. Oh boy. So that's a 1, and my wisdom is -1. So that's a 0.
You're having more fun bending the light coming from the fire and making shapes on the wall with it. So you don't notice anything. Alright. So the rest of the night goes off without a hitch. Everybody kind of starts to wake up in the morning.
And there's another person missing.
And more spookily stuff happens. Nope, that's it. You guys start waking up. What do you guys want to do in your early morning?
Tom fell asleep like
His other dozen.
2 hours before, so he wakes up and pretends he was awake the whole time.
Is Onyx back?
No, he is not.
Well, I suppose should probably go look for him, yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
And breakfast.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Breakfast first. I thought he'd be back.
Tom has priorities. Okay, who wants to go looking for food?
Tom will.
I'll go.
All right. Our 2 hunters.
Yeah.
That seems fitting.
So, let's see. Who has a higher dex?
I'm +2.
Mine is 2.
Oh, jeez.
The actual number is 15 for me.
Mine's 16, but I don't. Does that matter?
I think 16 would be +3.
It would be.
Oh,
Yeah.
crap. Okay. Changing that.
All right. Yeah, we'll go with that then. Talon, roll survival with advantage. You're gonna try to, with Tom's help, you're gonna try to find something to eat in this grassy area.
Roll d20. Uh, 23. I don't think I'll get much higher than that on the second roll.
Okay. Nice.
We'll just go with that.
All right. As you guys crest over a hill, you don't see anything, but as you go over a second hill, you find there are 3 rabbits just munching on some grass. So if you guys would like to hunt these rabbits, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Rascally rabbits.
Roll d20. 16.
4.
Okay. Okay.
Tom's not quite awake yet.
Yeah, Tom, your less than ample night of sleep is catching up with you as your arrow goes directly over the rabbit that you were trying to hit, and Talon, yours pierces right through the skull of one of the rabbits. And these 2 rabbits that are alive are now alerted to you and are running away. You guys can try to hit them again if you'd like.
I'll try.
I'm going to use the Seeking Arrow.
Roll d20.
Okay.
So I don't make an attack. The rabbit makes a dexterity saving throw against my 12 DC.
Okay. I don't actually have the rabbit stats here. Damn.
I got a 21.
Oh, man.
Just roll a d4 and use that. Like a random.
Pretty much. Well, it's a d12. It's not going to be... I'm going to just roll a d20 here. If it gets above 10, it's going to succeed. Let's see. Wait. It has to be... I guess they'd be high dex.
I would think so.
Alright, it fails. Got a 7. So, Tom, describe what your arrow does.
So Tom just kind of points the arrow, pulls out a special arrow that has a small key tied to it, a silver key, and he points kind of in the direction of the rabbit and just mumbles, "Rabbit, rabbit, 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 rabbit," and then lets it go, and the arrow flies towards the rabbit and sort of arcs mid-flight and it corrects and hits the rabbit.
Alright. So the arrow goes wide. It looks like it's going to miss as it starts to curve. And how much damage does that do to this poor rabbit?
D6
Plus your bow damage.
yeah, which is a D8. That's 3 plus 6 is 9 damage.
I'm pretty sure that's more than the rabbit has, period. So as this arrow hits, the head of the rabbit is just obliterated. And all that's left is the body. Talon, your arrow hits True right in the ribs, and the rabbit falls.
Okay. Now I fired 2 arrows. I get 1 back.
Yep.
Is that how it works?
Yep.
I'll take that.
As you guys go and collect your kill, Talon, you just saw somebody bend an arrow through the air.
I look
Hit a red rabbit.
at Tom amazed. How did you do that?
I pulled the string back and fired. That's how we shoot arrows, right? You know.
My arrows have never gone like that. And I've been doing this a long time.
All right. I that key, I filled with the key a little bit, and it's got some divination magic now, and it can sort of go where I want it to go now.
Well, your secret's safe if you don't want anybody else to know.
I just want to be a little bit wary about magic, you know. Don't know how
I
people are going to
understand.
react.
As you guys gather your kills and head back to the group, what is Budrum doing back at camp?
He's got a pot over the fire, and he's just saying to himself, "Food, food, food, food," and he's getting everything ready, waiting.
Nice. Maggie is staring at you with her hands on her hips.
Budrum will look at Maggie and growl at her.
She doesn't flinch. Well, are you going to cook?
Hey, I'm going to cook, and then I'm going to eat, and then you can have whatever is left.
She scowls at you. Are you still wearing her ribbon?
Yeah, he probably is. He hasn't had time to think about it.
Okay. She's going to go and pull it off of your arm. Just kind of pulls one side of it. I'll take that back.
Did you put that on me? Did you dare make me pretty?
Yeah, I put it on you. Yeah, I made you pretty.
Why?
You can, because. Why not? You could use some decorum in your life.
I have decorum. Thank you. I have a wonderful tea set. Thank you very much.
As you prepare the food, she's going to be standing over you, critiquing everything you do.
You better hope they come back with something to eat, or tuna will be in the fucking pot. Tuna,
We're going to eat tuna?
What,
the
fishy?
horn demon thing.
Yeah, Griffin walked by and said, "Yeah, that's the baby's name." We figured that out while you guys were gone. It was written on his foot. I saw it.
And Leander will pipe up at that point. All right, I'll starting to call. Let's see, Boodrum. We can call mackerel. And I think Griff could be salmon.
I'm getting called with.
What do we call you? Shrimp.
Probably.
All right, as these guys come back with their rabbits, I guess they just drop them into the pot.
Yeah, as they come into the cave, Budrum will go running towards them, grab the rabbits from them, and run over to the pot.
Tom will try and skin his before giving it to Budrum.
Easy enough. We'll say everybody enjoys a nice breakfast.
As Budrum's hastily eating his rabbit and his belly slowly fills, he suddenly comes to his senses again and asks everyone else, "Where's Onyx?"
Don't know.
Yeah, didn't come back.
He followed us and then he didn't come back.
So, quick question. Atticus obviously can't speak, but he can communicate using a limited form of telepathy, hunger, curiosity, affection, just like single emotions like that.
Mhm.
And it says even over long distances. I don't know what that means, but that's all it says. Can I send him out wherever they went, like that direction, and then just like explain to him, like basically send me a smiley emoji if he sees any people, or a sad one if he doesn't?
Okay. I want to say, as you say emoji, he sends you a question mark, and then he goes.
And like thumbs up. Yeah. While we're talking about what the plan is, I'm just gonna see, and it doesn't. I mean,
Sure.
have to be super far. I just want to see if anything comes of it.
So as you point out the hill where they went the other night, Atticus goes flying off in that direction, and
I shout at him to stay kind of high, like 95 feet off the ground.
okay. As he goes up, he starts doing tricks. As he's up there, you don't get the happy face. You get the sad face.
Okay. I figured.
And a moment later, you get a very excited looking face. Just probably just because he's flying.
I can't fault him for that one.
And when he's done, he'll come back.
Yep. Seems good.
How big is he?
Like at D&D terms, it says tiny. I think it's tiny. So like 1.5 feet.
Okay.
He's little.
So he's just gonna come. He kind of lands on your head and clutches to the top of your head,
Okay.
just like one of those hats.
I love it, and I'm gonna feed him some little bits of rabbit for a job well done.
Nice.
He'll make a
Yeah.
plan.
Speaking of, Fruffles is pawing at Talon, trying to get some of that food.
So, do we go look?
I guess we should.
Suppose we're out. And we didn't get any notes about him, but well, yeah. All right. I'm ready to go look.
Talon gets up.
Boudreaux will clean up his pots and pans and get his stuff together.
Look at you being all organized, dwarf.
He hasn't cleaned any of them. There's still rabbit bits all over them.
It's okay. Maggie walks over and starts to clean. Well, if we all have to eat out of it, somebody should at least take care of it.
So we're gonna continue on our route, or gonna look for Onyx?
I think we should look for Onyx a bit. He seemed pretty unhappy last night, though. Do you think he just left?
Well, we did go through his stuff, or at least one of us did.
Here's a thought. What if it was none of us? What if it was someone else sneaking into the cave?
That's what I think.
They'd
There's
like
no
to
secret
know
passages. I already checked for that.
who went through his bag and didn't take the gold that he was hoarding.
It
Yeah.
definitely wasn't you.
Well, now that we got some daylight, I'll look out for him. You can, we wanna buddy up or just all split off in one, say, or what?
We could do
Oh, you
pairs.
must split the party.
Is that the DM begging us not to split up a pie?
Yes, please split the party. It makes you easier to kill.
Well, this is not Talon. This is me. You never split a party in a horror movie, so maybe that bodes the same for D&D.
Probably.
That's the only time that my players died when I was DMing. The only time.
When they split the party.
Also, we should be careful about going into basements. Basements are bad.
Yeah.
Bidrum just wants to get to Oakhart.
I say we head toward Oakhart. He knew where we were going, but we should at least look around in the first little while as we travel, just to see if something happened to him.
Why don't we do what you lot seem to be best at and leave him a note in this cave where he knows where to find us, and we'll say we're going to Oakhart.
That's actually pretty
Touche,
good.
dwarf, touche.
I hope this missive finds you well. We decided to fuck off.
Peace.
Maybe let's just give a quick check to where you guys headed out there earlier.
Yep.
Just to see if there's any signs of a struggle, like somebody kidnapped him.
I
Because he
agree.
could have just wanted to be by his lonesome for a little bit there.
All right. As you guys head out to that hill where you were the night before, Tom, with your amazing deduction skills, you find a ripped open parcel.
There's a parcel here.
Just looks like a bunch of paper.
Could have been any number of things in here.
Maybe we should keep it. It might be important.
No, just
I'm
four.
going to keep that. Adding it to the list now.
You never know. It might come in handy.
And
Oh great,
It's like a-
Fishy found another book.
not even a book.
Paper followed it. A book.
Yeah. All right, so you guys want to head on to Oakhart now?
Aye.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Griff,
Might as well.
can your wee dragon breathe fire?
No.
Oh.
But he does have a stinger on his tail, though. That would be
Ooh.
noticeable.
Uh,
That's about the scariest thing about him.
could you light my pipe for me with your little finger trick?
Of course I can. And he just kind of snap his fingers, little flame.
Boodrum looks very happy now that he has both Griff and Tom to light his pipe at his whim.
All right. As you guys trek toward the woods, you don't see any signs of Onyx anywhere. As you start to come up on the tree line of the woods, who wants to take the lead at navigating through these woods?
Not Griff.
I'd say, Talon, you'd be pretty familiar with, wouldn't you?
I would.
Talon, roll a history check for me.
Right. Roll D20. 17.
Okay. These are the Berry Creek Woods. You have heard legends about these for quite a while. It's kind of the it's the stuff of kids' campfire stories. People go into the woods and they never come out. That kind of thing. Of course, to get to Rose Lake, you passed through these woods, so you're not too worried.
I relay all of that to everybody.
Okay.
I would say we still be on alert because you never know.
So, Talon, do me a favor.
Mhm.
I'm going to count this as forest because it's your favorite terrain.
All right.
I think that gives you advantage here when trying to navigate. I don't remember exactly what that does, though. Do you remember?
I think it does.
So, go ahead and roll survival with advantage as you try to navigate everybody through this.
All right.
Can I
Well,
ask
we-
a really quick question?
Sure.
If it's okay with you, my strength and intelligence are.
Roll d20.
Well, my intelligence is 12. My strength is the lowest. It's a 9 because of a racial bonus. Can I trade those? Because I realize I'm playing Griff kind of dumb anyway.
Okay.
Can I give him an 8 in his intelligence and just move the whatever it was 12 to strength?
Sure. Why not? I don't
Thank
see it. I don't think it'll affect that much.
No, it's mostly just for RP sake. I think
Yeah.
it's fitting.
That's all good.
I got a 9 and a 21.
All right. 21.
So I think I know which number I want to take.
You pick up the direction that you think you want to head in, and you confidently stride through the forest. The last time you went through these, it took you a little bit over a day to get through them. Though closer to the other side of the woods, the trees kind of spread out a little bit more, and it's not as dense. So you can use that kind of as a barometer as to how far you've gotten. So, let me make a few rolls over here, which is always fun.
I look back to make sure everybody's following since I was confidently striding.
All right. So, you guys make it through the first few hours, and it's pretty uneventful. There's not much going on as you continue through this wooded area. Does anybody want to have any conversations? Any sort of RP stuff?
I'm actually just gonna sort of ask out loud to sort of everybody, gesturing at a tuna. I'll say, so this thing, has anyone except for one of you ever seen these before?
I've never seen it. It's a bit striking, to be honest.
I've read about demons like this, right?
Yeah, probably in one of those ancient books from your time in the chocolate order. You don't have much information on them, but you did see depictions of them on old books. It didn't seem like people made much ado about them in the past. Though, anytime they were mentioned, you did see it a lot in religious texts that these things were probably born of a devil and a lot of prejudice-ridden things.
I read about these. They like to make deals and stuff with you, and like contracts. I think they're devils or something like that.
So why are we escorting it? Shouldn't we be leaving it?
Or hiring it when it grows up. Maybe you could run some kind of business for us.
Here's the thing.
Business. What kind
did
of
you-
business is it gonna run? Is it
I don't
gonna
know.
cook rabbits on its horns?
He said it likes making deals and contracts and things. I imagine that, I don't know, building roads and bridges and I don't know.
Do you think
So-
it's making deals and contracts right now? It's a baby. If we left it here, it would die.
Budgeon, would you want people to leave a baby dwarf out in the open where it could be harmed or perhaps killed or starved to death?
But that's a
Is
dwarf, not a demon. Am I
But
the only one here that sees the horns on its head and
It's-
hears Fishy talking about how it made a deal with the devil? I mean,
The
what's
baby
going
didn't
on?
make a deal with the devil. I don't know what books are telling you that babies make deals with devils, but that's not what it did.
Jalmi speaks up. It's ugly, I'll give you that, but that's because it's a baby, not because it's a tiefling. If you're worried about this now, you're going to have some trouble when we get to Oakard. There are a few of them there.
Yes.
Oh, great.
We can give him back and
Give
I
you
don't
back
have a
to
problem
who?
with. I was just wondering about his people.
What was
I don't know
Mother
anything
clearly
about raising
couldn't care
babies.
for
I
him.
shouldn't. I don't want it. That's all I'm saying.
What I can't figure out is, was he born with those horns? Because
What if he's like,
giving birth to human babies is really hard as it is.
Oh gosh.
I actually thought of that too.
I sure hope they emerged later. Yeah.
Maybe it's like hair
Ow.
for humans and elves.
Janelle speaks up. Well, of course they're born without the horns.
that's good.
They sprout a few days later.
Boudreaux looks at Leandra and asks, "Are you a tiefling?"
Do I look like a tiefling?
I don't know what's under that hair. You've got wee horns under there or elsewhere.
Gee, should we check everybody for horns? And she walks over and ruffles Boudreaux's head and
That is
Looking for
definitely not
horn.
where my horn is.
she smacks him hard.
Talon looks appalled.
Oh,
As long as I never see your horn.
yeah. Just
Oh, you'll
keep
see
your
my
horn to
horn when
yourself.
I'm pissing on you in your sleep.
I wouldn't doubt it, you animal.
Talon's clutching his pearls.
Uh, I'm going to sleep elsewhere from now on.
Boudreaux looks back at Talon. That rabbit was delicious. Continues walking.
I'd say so.
As you guys continue through the woods, it strikes you suddenly, Talon, that you haven't heard any wildlife. You haven't heard any rustling of leaves. All you hear are your footsteps as you step on twigs and rustle the dirt beneath your feet as you walk.
Does it seem oddly quiet to anyone else?
That's because something ate all the wildlife.
We only ate 3 rabbits.
When I traveled through here to get to Rose Lake, it was a lot louder than this.
Were you
Something's
traveling with a smelly dwarf?
No, but something is definitely wrong.
Well, I'll walk in the back.
Great help.
I shoot things. I'm not strong.
Can Leander make a survivor roll to see if something's wrong?
Sure.
Alexa, roll 1d20. I want a roll of something high, so I'm going to switch die rollers in a bit. She got a 1, so
Ooh.
Okay. Are you looking for anything in particular as you look around?
I don't know. Just like I said, she'd like to find, nests of birds, anything like or wolves, not wolves, but
Okay.
some kind of animal that's,
Anything living.
yeah, something living.
Leandra, you put your head down, and with a 1, you put your head down and you're kind of looking to see if you see any tracks, and you run into a tree.
Ow! Ow! I meant to do that.
It snuck up out of nowhere. I didn't even see it coming.
Oh, it just stuck up on me. And then, as the goose egg rises, she turns to Boodrum and she says, "I have a horn."
Oh no! That's what you back him in the head and they transform.
That's right.
Serves you right for smacking my face.
Served you right for being an ass.
Hey. Does anyone have like detect evil or anything like that?
No.
No.
I guess we're fucked then.
As you guys continue through the woods for the better part of another 4 hours, there's no sound. And it's starting to get dark, and there's a mist kind of rolling through the forest. Or a fog, I should say, not a mist.
Something's definitely here.
Yeah.
Tom looks like around it's him and like tries to kind of look in the corner of his eye and it's behind him sort of.
Make a perception check.
All right. That's a 12 minus 1 is 11.
All right. As you're trying to do this, you don't notice anything. You're trying to look out of the corner of your eye, and all you see are the trees around you.
We're in so much trouble.
So do we set up camp before it gets dark? Or completely dark? Or...
About how much farther we got there?
Talon, you expect it to be a few more hours still.
We have a good few hours ahead of us.
Let's keep on going then, eh? I don't like this place.
I don't think it's going to change much, but I agree we should move along. At least for a little while.
Okay. As you guys continue, the baby starts to cry, and Janelle spends some time calming it down. Oh, he's getting hungry.
I know.
Is there anything, some berries, anything? She's looking around, trying to spot stuff.
She'll look around as well, looking for berries or anything we can like get juice out of or mash up a bit.
Does it
ahead and
have
make another-
teeth?
No. It
Okay.
does not. You see like a couple of teeth poking out in the corners, but just kind of poking, not really coming out all the way yet.
Tom will assist Leandra.
Okay, I got a 16 on the roll. I can roll again if you want.
Yeah, go ahead and do it for advantage, just in case.
Alexa,
you
roll
get
1d20. Thanks, Tom. I just got 11, but so 16.
Okay. As you look around, you do find there's one bush that has a few berries left on it. You can with that roll, you can pick off 4 berries off of this bush, but beneath the bush are a bunch of withered, dried up berries. Not really edible anymore.
No. And are these going to taste nasty?
That depends.
Let's
Tom.
let Tuna try him. He likes anything.
Tom's going to eat some of the withered berries and just see if that makes him sick or anything like that.
Okay, Tom, as you bite down, there's a bitter and pungent taste that fills your mouth. Do you stick it out and swallow?
Yeah,
or
Tom's going to
do you
swallow
spit
them.
out?
And he's
Okay.
going to eat like 6 or so, because he's obviously bigger than Tuna.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Are you feeding the other berries to Tuna?
Yes.
I love that we have a baby named Tuna. Okay. Janelle will take the berries, and she's going to kind of squish them up into... she grabs a rock from the ground and uses
Maybe
them
we should
to
wait there, bud.
paste.
Just to make sure, see how they affect me before giving them to the little fella.
Well, you ate the rotten ones. I don't
Yeah,
know if
but-
that's going to be a great
Okay.
barometer.
If we lose our only Tuna, I'll be upset,
She sticks her finger into the paste that she made and she tastes it. A little tart, but seems fine. And she'll spoon that into his mouth. And sure enough, he quiets down. As you guys continue forward, Tom, you start to feel a cramping in your stomach. As everybody around you hears audibly,
Uh-oh.
Oh.
a few steps later,
Tom's gonna look around for like some leaves or some something to make him feel better.
Oh, like the dog eating grass or something?
Yes, I'm just that basically.
okay. I don't know if Tom would know anything like that.
He's got arcane in nature, so maybe.
Okay, go ahead and roll a nature check.
Okay. That's an 11, all told.
Okay, you find some leaves that look kind of like mint, like a wild mint growing here. It seems kind of weird that mint would be growing here, but yeah.
It's just going to make it worse.
Tom doesn't know that.
Bidrum
Tom
will
starts collecting
turn
on leaves, I'm
to
guessing.
Bidrum will turn to Griff. I bet you a gold that he throws it back up.
I'll bet. Okay. I think it's coming out the other end.
All right, you're on.
Oh, Lord.
Okay. Tom, your stomach quiets down for a little while as you guys continue walking forward. It's starting to get really dark out. And the fog keeps rolling in. Talon, you're starting to have some trouble navigating now because of how foggy it's being.
Guys, I think we should make camp.
10 minutes after, Tom's gonna saddle up to Butcham and say, "For 5 silver, I'll throw up right now."
All right.
As your stomach starts up
That
again.
doesn't count.
So Tom's gonna try like stick his fingers down his throat. And throw up.
Okay, Tom. What is your constitution modifier?
3.
Okay. Go
Plus
ahead
3.
and roll a constitution save. And I
Oh.
want you to roll above a
Oh,
13.
if I punch him in the stomach, can he roll at an advantage?
You could try. You are certainly able to do so.
So is Woodrum gonna try punching me first?
Or are you going to do it as he's sticking his fingers in his throat?
Yeah, I'll give him a little encouragement.
Oh, and I'm right now I'm going to use prestidigitation to make a very foul odor from his pants. And say, oh, looks like I won after all. Sorry, guys.
Tom's gonna press the digit away.
Okay,
Uh,
Tom, roll a Constitution save.
so first roll was a 6.
Okay,
Plus 3, that's 9.
okay. Roll it with advantage,
Okay,
since Budrum's trying to help you out.
that's a 3 plus 6. So Tom's just doubled over on the ground, making
What was the second roll?
6.
Okay.
3 plus 3, so it was a 6.
Gotcha. Okay, so Tom, as you are trying to make yourself throw up, and Budrum punches you, yeah, you crap your pants because he forced it out the other side.
As Tom lays there in his shame, Budrum just shouts at him, "You were supposed to throw it up, not shit yourself."
So, just out of character here for a minute, Tom has a set of traveler's clothes and a set of common clothes. Now he's just going to have a set of common clothes, okay?
All right, that works.
And then he's going to catch up to the group in different clothes.
Okay.
Budrum gives the gold to Griff. "I guess you win."
That was absolutely worth it.
That it was.
So, Talon, are you guys going to continue forward through the fog that you're having a hard time seeing through?
I think we
If you
should
do,
camp.
you're going to start to roll survival at disadvantage.
I turned to everybody. This fog is a little hard for me to see in. I think we should camp.
Fair enough.
Alright.
I don't know anything about the woods.
Woods are a
I
good
agree.
place to hang up a hammock, so I'm okay with that.
Cool.
Budrum will put together a rabbit stew.
Okay. With the leftover from before.
Yeah.
Leftover from the pots.
It's mostly flavour.
Okay. All right. As you guys settle in for the night, oh, you can't really hear it. I put on a camping sound effect. Anyways, as you guys settle in for the night, does anybody want to do anything before bed?
Griff doesn't have anything in particular.
No, I don't either.
I think we should maybe set up watches. This place is creepy.
I'm not going to be able to stay awake for the first watch, so yeah,
Okay.
I'm pretty sleepy. Tom's already in his hammock.
Budrum's happy to stay up.
I'll take one of the watches.
Leandro will as well.
Okay, so who wants to take first watch, Talon or Leandra?
I can.
Okay.
All right.
Wake me up when it's my turn.
Budrum will sleep near Talon and tell him to wake him if he hears anything.
Okay. Talon, make a perception check. And
Roll d20.
make this one with disadvantage because of all the fog.
Oh boy. 7.
Okay.
So that fog's really working against me.
As you are looking around, trying to spot anything out in the woods, it just hits you again, just how the sound of nothing here feels so dense, as if it's a wall. It's almost oppressive. Suddenly, a few hours in, you hear the snap of a twig out in the woods. And as you look in that direction, you can't see anything. You continue to try to listen, but you still can't hear anything. Another hour passes. Your eyes are starting to get heavy. It's almost time for Leandra's watch. Make one more perception check.
Disadvantage again?
Yes.
Roll d20. Roll d20. 6.
Okay.
I 10. I thought that was going to be the worst, but
As you circle around the camp, keeping your back to the fire, trying to spot anything out in the woods and listening again, you still don't hear anything, and you still don't see anything. As you turn to walk over to wake Leandra, you see the blanket that covers Tuna's cradle is suspended, as if something is holding it up.
I nudge Leandra and point towards the baby cradle.
Leandra, as you wake up and you look over in the direction, you see the same thing. The blanket is being held aloft. And you can kind of see creases where something would be holding onto it. And a moment later, the blanket falls. And your fire goes out.
Griff snores a little bit.
You hear the sound of footsteps all around your camp. The baby starts to cry.
Someone take care of that, please.
I go over and nudge Bertram.
Budrum's already awake. The sound of a crying baby jolts him awake and startles him,
Budrum.
makes him particularly unhappy.
As
And
you wake
Leandra
up-
yells, "Intruders!"
Okay. You all, as you wake up, you notice your fire is out.
Budrum looks to Talon. What happened?
The baby's blanket was suspended in the air, and there were footsteps around the camp.
Budrum pulls out his hand axe. Fucking demon, I told you.
I don't think
You
the
hear
baby
more
was doing it
footsteps.
himself.
You hear more footsteps coming from all directions around your camp.
Yeah, Griff's
Tom
gonna
uses
hop up.
prestidigitation to light the bullseye lantern and start scanning the surrounding forest.
Okay.
Could I roll a perception check and throw my hand axe in the direction of the sound?
Go for it.
Okay.
Don't hit the baby.
Oops.
The baby still lies in its cradle, but it is crying.
I got perception 19.
Nice.
Um,
With disadvantage because of all the fog.
sure, let me. Oh, it's a 7 to hit.
Okay. As you throw your axe, you hear it clang off of something in the distance.
But I can't see what.
Nope. A moment later, Talon, you feel a hand push you forward from behind. And you hear footsteps run off the opposite way. And the spot where the hand pushed you is starting to burn. Rowan, not quite awake, still kind of rolling awake. You feel something step over you, kind of stepping onto your leg. Kind of hurts a little bit. And it continues on. You hear its footsteps continuing outward.
What the fuck is it? What's
Leander's going to use Druidcraft to light several torches to see if they'll penetrate the fog.
Okay. As you light the first one, what you spot out is, well, you see that the fog starts to recede a little bit from where you're at. And you see there is a being only steps away from you. And it has no face. And as the light hits it, it kind of bounces backwards, falls on its back, gets up and runs away.
What the fuck?
With a primal yell, Leander's going to give chase with the torch in hand.
Okay.
Bedroom follows. Warhammer in hand.
I follow.
Alright.
Griff's gonna grab Tuna and follow.
Okay. Rowan?
I haven't heard her in a while.
Yeah.
Jessica, are you there?
She's not on mute.
Oh.
We can't hear you.
That update did screw it up.
She's been trying to talk earlier, and then we just ignored her.
I know, that's what I was thinking. Oh, man. I feel
Oh, that
bad.
sucks.
You keep working on that, Jessica. We're going to just say that Rowan continues on with everybody else.
It's gonna call us back.
Griff, you are in the back because you stopped to grab Tuna,
Yep.
and you hear footsteps gathering behind you
Oh boy.
as you are out of the radius of the light.
Well, I probably wouldn't be able to get into my pack to get my own, so I'm just gonna run as fast as I can. Actually, I'm gonna send at the same time. I'm sending Atticus straight backwards to just fly right through the middle of them. Maybe it'll startle them and slow them down or something.
Okay. What is Atticus's strength?
It is. Oh, 6 minus 2.
Okay. So, as you send Atticus flying back, kind of telepathically telling it to use its stinger, I imagine.
I'm mostly just trying to get him to distract them.
Sure. As it
Flap his wings
flies,
and growl and stuff.
as it flies back, you hear a small squeal,
I'm like, "God."
and you get the image of a face that has a bandage on the head.
All right, then I'm gonna snap my fingers and poof, he disappears.
Okay.
And I'm gonna shout ahead and say, "Hey, we've got company!" And keep on running.
And they are gathering. The footsteps behind you are gathering in numbers.
Uh-oh.
They want the baby. Should I leave it?
No!
Okay.
Am I
Yes.
working?
Yeah, you're working.
There you
Yay!
Jessica!
Yeah, I had to go out and come back in. It was doing that with Team Talk the other day too. My audio would quit, and I'd have to go out and come back in.
are.
Apologies.
Was there anything you wanted to do during our earlier interactions or anything like that?
I was just basically saying somebody go pick up the baby, otherwise she was gonna go get him, but somebody had the idea ahead of me. So, but I will follow along with everyone else and chase after whatever we're running after.
Okay. Is everybody still running forward as you all hear the sound of these creatures?
No,
behind
we
you?
stopped. I'll
Yeah.
stop to check on Griff at least.
Okay.
I'll turn the lantern around so it's shining backwards.
Okay.
And I'll pause, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
We're not going to leave Griffin in the lurch.
Yeah, if everybody else pauses, I pause.
As you turn around, Tom, and you face your lantern in this direction, you see just steps behind Griff. There are dozens of these things, and they all pile up and almost swarm over where the lantern light is, as if it's creating a dome.
Can
And
I?
as they
Oh, sorry.
go for it.
Oh, I was going to ask. Can I try a word of radiance against them?
Go for it.
Okay. So they've
What does
got.
that do?
It lets out a burning
lets out
radiance erupts from you.
Cool.
Don't know if it'll have any effect.
As a lot of them start to pile up on this light source that Tom has faced, several of them start to run around it because it only shows in a cone. And they get stopped by Leandra's torchlight. And they start to circle around all of you. And there are just dozens and dozens of these things. And they start to recede into the fog.
Should we shoot them? I don't.
There are still a few here, Budrum, if you want to throw out your word of radiance.
Sure. They got a Constitution saving throw of 10.
Cool. Let's see. Oh yeah, their constitution is garbage. All right, they got a 5.
Okay, they take 2 damage.
Okay.
Take that. And for
You
his
set a couple of these guys
for his
ablaze.
word of radiance, Budrum will hold up his gold coin he wears around his neck and shout for strike.
Okay. As these creatures kind of burst into these ghostly flames, they kind of roll around on the ground for a second and run off into the fog.
Ah,
Every once in a while, one of these creatures comes running up and bounces off of the wall of your light and darts back into the woods.
Hey, maybe we should make a fire. Again.
yes, a big one.
Or a few, sort of perimeter fires, maybe?
Yep.
Maybe there.
Yeah, Griff's gonna start gathering whatever he can find kind of nearby, staying within the light.
Okay.
Make a little pile and light it.
Out in the woods, you hear.
I don't get it. Did you guys hear the joke or something?
In a minute, in a flash, the light from your torch and your lantern suddenly burst into larger flames and blink out. And you start to hear those footsteps come running toward you again.
Oopsies.
Prestidigitation to light the lantern again.
Okay.
Druid craft
Tom,
to
as
light
you
light
light
the
the
torch.
lantern. Okay. Tom, as you light the lantern, you're the first to react here. Immediately in front of you is a large creature, 7 feet tall-ish. And it is dark. It is completely black. And as you look up toward its head, you see a deer skull. And it falls into a pile of leaves.
Tom tries to catch it or like grab it.
Okay. As you reach out to grab it, you only get a pile of leaves or a handful of leaves in your hand.
I'm going to take those leaves with me.
Okay. Leandra, as you are looking around with Griffin to help him find some more wood to make a fire,
Mhm.
make a perception check.
Alexa, roll 1d20. See, this is.
You guys are all having terrible rolls.
Alexa doesn't like you.
Oh man.
11.
Okay. Because as you look around and you're looking for wood for these fires, you also, all of you guys saw this creature standing directly in front of Tom. It was inches away from him.
Hmm.
And the sight of the deer skull on the head brings back the memories of what the journal said.
Right.
I think it's watching us. And as you are looking around, you spot something on the tree, Leandra. There is a sign written in Druidic. And it says, Oakart, essentially. And it has an arrow pointing off to the right.
Okay. Interesting.
Uh-huh.
Have we had a short rest since this
You guys were resting just before all this happened. Talon is the only one who hasn't had a rest. Talon would have had a short rest. Everybody else was in the middle of a long rest, so you guys would effectively have a short rest. So you have your arrow back.
morning? Okay. Yeah, Seeking Arrow, I don't actually have to... I just have to have seen the target recently.
Yep.
So Tom's going to set down the lantern and pull the arrow with the key tied to it and say to Rowan, don't think about the key, okay? Just don't think about the key. Whatever you think about, don't think about the key. And then he's just going to stay, deer skull, deer skull, deer skull, deer skull, and pull his and fire, and pull his arrow back and fire it, and see what
Okay.
happens.
As you shoot this arrow, it flies off into the fog.
Do I see it turn at all, or does it just go straight?
You start to see it slightly curving off to the right, but it's really hard to know. It's going... You shot it kind of in the direction where Leandra was looking at this tree. You see it kind of curving off in that direction.
Okay.
But with all the fog, it's hard to know.
Well, I'm not going to get that arrow back.
So now what? Whoever those were wanting this little one.
Everyone is so quiet.
We're all afraid.
Bedroom looks shaken by what's happened and he responds to Griff. I think we should leave it here.
Sorry, I was muted. Nose blow. We can't just give it to them. We don't know what their intentions are.
Have you not seen those in these woods before?
No, I never have. Or I'm assuming I haven't.
Off to the left, you start to hear a voice speak. And just as it starts, Tom, your lantern goes out. Leandra, your torch stays lit.
Ah,
but you hear, "Ready or not, where will you run?"
The hell?
oh
Is
wow.
that Gobby?
Chris gonna grab a torch.
That sounds like a
At
very
him.
pissed off Gobby. That's Goby with his armor on.
You hear the footsteps starting to mount from that direction.
Tom's gonna try and light the torch again, or the
Okay.
lantern.
You do.
We should go.
Let's go.
I don't know where though. Let's go that way. I'm just gonna point the opposite way from the feet.
Okay.
Well, what about the camp? Are the girls in the camp?
Yeah, we can't just leave them either.
They have followed you guys. They were not sticking around.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Okay,
Good.
let's go the way Griff pointed.
Is the way Griff pointed at all toward
Yes, toward the direction of the druidic sign
yeah, okay.
where it was pointing.
Yep, let's do that.
Let's go that way.
And I run.
Okay. Who is leading the way?
And who's carrying the baby? Griff, do you still
Those
have
are all good
him?
questions.
Yeah.
Okay. I think running is a good plan.
Yep.
Who is leading? Essentially, the fog is so dense that you are all kind of holding on to each other to not lose each other here. So who is going to lead the way?
I'll go first.
Okay. And who will be second, kind of as a second pair of eyes, just in case?
I'll do that. I'll also be looking for any of those druid signs.
Cool.
Yep. That
All
makes
right.
sense.
Talon, you feel your instincts kicking in. These are the woods. You've lived in the woods for a very long time. You feel comfortable here, despite everything happening behind you. And Leandra, you follow these signs one by one. There are just these signs kind of pointing you in the same direction as Talon is going.
Okay.
From behind you, you hear, "Ah, there you are!" And you guys continue running. Talon, make a survival check with advantage as Leandra's helping you out.
Uh, 20.
Okay, nice. Up ahead, you see that there is a root that's a little bit overgrown, just perfect for tripping people. How do you want to avoid it? And how do you want to alert everybody else?
I stopped short and turned back towards everyone, trying to alert them without yelling out our position.
Okay. As you
Is
stop.
this something I can step around?
Yes, it is something you
Okay.
can easily step over. It's just if you don't see it coming, you will trip on it.
Okay, I step
That kind
over
of
it.
thing. Okay. And are you alerting everybody else to it too?
Yes. I'm trying to use some kind of funky hand signals.
Okay. As you communicate this over to Leandra, Leandra, are you gonna quietly continue, or are you going?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You guys all step over this route one at a time, and continue forward. The footsteps behind you are starting to get closer after this small juncture of stopping and everybody taking a moment to step over. As you guys continue, Talon, make another survival check with advantage.
Eight.
Okay. Talon, you stop where you're at. You are looking ahead and you can see there's a huge tree in your way. You can't decide to go left or right. Leandra, you see There are signs on either side of this tree, both of them claiming safety and pointing in opposite directions.
No, they can't both be right.
No.
You start to hear from behind you.
She gestures right, and we've got to just go.
I run right.
Okay? As you run around the bend of this tree, there's a small boy standing in front of you. Only
Don't talk to it.
And certainly don't take any notes it's got.
Yeah.
he looks odd. You can almost see directly through him.
Oh no.
And he looks at you, Talon, and he says, "This way!" And he starts running around the tree the way you guys are headed.
I don't know if we should trust him.
And you hear,
It might be a little too late for that.
Fuck it. We continue
split
running.
second decision. Are we going or are we not?
I continue running.
Yeah, run.
Okay.
Yep.
He weaves between trees as you guys are following. And
Please be on our side. Please be on our side.
he looks over his shoulder and he says, "Come on, it's following, but it can't go this way."
Oh, I sure hope you're right.
I know, right?
As you guys continue forward, there is a large shape kind of forming out of the mist. And as you get closer, it is a cave.
Oh no.
The boy runs into the cave and he turns around. "Come on, hurry up, hurry up. If it sees you, it's going to come."
Well, I think we're damned if we do, we're damned if we don't.
Yep.
Mhm.
The boy
I
disappears into the cave.
I head towards the cave.
Yeah, we keep going.
Yep.
Okay.
Hopefully, I'm still working. By the way.
Yes,
Yep,
you
you
are.
are.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yay! Good.
Yay, Jess.
Because with this one, it doesn't give me a clue whether I'm working or not. Because with my other program, I can tell if it's working or not because it gives me like a key up sound. This one doesn't, so I just have to go by. So apologies. I just wanted to make sure I was still good.
As you guys step into the cave and run in a little bit, you don't see the boy anymore. But as you turn back to look at the mouth of the cave, Leandra, make a perception check.
Alexa, roll 1d20. So 13.
Okay. As you look, you see the figure with the deer skull rush by the cave, completely missing it.
Ah! He went by. She points. Ah! He went by. He missed us.
All right.
Makes me wonder if there's something in here.
Yeah.
You feel a faint breeze coming through this cave.
I would like to search for a secret passage.
I would just like to search in general, so.
Okay. Leandra, you don't have dark vision, and neither does Tom.
We'll
I do.
fix that. More torches.
Yep.
Okay. As you light torches, you see that this tunnel, this cave is actually a tunnel. It continues on way past where your light can penetrate. The opposite direction is outdoors, where this creature is wandering.
I say we go through the tunnel.
Yep.
I was
So
gonna say,
I'm definitely not
hey,
coming back out there.
I was gonna say, I think it's obvious which way we're going in here.
Talon, make a survival check. I'm making you do a lot of these tonight.
Let's- There we go.
Jeez.
There we go. 8. Oh God.
Oh, jeez.
Or no, 13. 13.
13. Okay.
12. I mean, I can't add. Sorry.
Still much better than 8.
Yeah.
As you think about the way that you ran, the directions that you were running in the past, and try to recall how you were weaving through the forest as the boy was leading you, you think you're headed in the right direction. You think this tunnel is running toward the direction you guys were headed during the day.
Guys, from what I can remember, I think this tunnel is pointing in the direction we wanted to go.
That's good enough for me there.
Yeah, I
Yep.
say keep going.
Yep.
Okay.
Onward we go.
Okay. So, who is taking up the lead and who's taking up the rear?
I guess Boodrum can take the lead. He's got dark vision.
Okay. I imagine Talon will be up in the front as well.
Yeah, I'll go right behind Budrum.
And maybe
Yep.
Leandra.
Griff's
Yep,
gonna be
I'll
in the
follow.
middle.
Okay, so
Griff's going to be in the back. Is that what you said?
In the middle.
Okay.
Still got that baby.
I
Tom
guess
will take up
I'll
the
be in the
rear.
back then. Oh, whoops. Well, yeah, all right. That works. Whichever.
All right. Okay. The ladies will be in the middle, and they will have taken the baby from Griff.
Oh.
Which he hands over with relief.
Jami looks at you and is like, McDreamy, always. Did you see the way he jumped into action?
He's just gonna give her a big smile and
He didn't
continue
even
on.
think. He just jumped up and grabbed the baby. Can you believe?
I created a nightmare.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks.
Okay.
Now that we're a little bit
Oh.
safer, Tom's gonna prestidigitate his pants.
Sure. Are these your common clothes or your travel
Yes.
clothes? Okay.
And you called
Just clean those
Boodrum
up.
smelly.
That's a bit of a tinkle. He was really scared. Okay.
Okay. Of course, now is when my dog decides he's ready to chew on his bone for the night.
Aw.
I don't know if you guys can even hear it, but
I
anyways.
No.
Nope.
Okay, good. So, as you guys begin your trek down this path, Rowan and Tom, what is your passive perception?
That would be a 15 for me.
Okay.
Oh, mine is 9.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Rowan, as you are walking, Tom, you spot Rowan whip her head around. You guys have walked about 15 feet forward.
What did you see?
Rowan, at the mouth of the cave, you see the silhouette of a creature wearing a deer skull. It raises its hands,
Oh.
which look as if they have very sharp claws.
Yeah. Yeah,
And-
that deer skull thing is back.
You feel vibrations all around. All of you feel vibrations around you
Yeah.
as
Run. Run.
you start to hear rocks falling behind you.
Oh no!
Ah,
A rush of
Oh,
air
no.
shoots forward and puts out your torches again. You guys can't keep torches lit. And there is no more light coming from that side
Yeah.
as the cave entrance has caved in.
She doesn't mean to scare anyone, but Leander's going to reach out to grab, I think, Talon's in front of her. With no light, she wants to make sure she stays in contact with people.
Okay. Talon, how do you react to somebody grabbing onto you if you just cave in behind you?
I turn really quick, but then when I realize who it is, I relax and keep going forward, I guess.
Okay. There's a moment where there's no sound at all.
I would kill for some sound right now.
As Talon says this,
Uh-oh.
you start to hear the crunch of footsteps heading your direction.
Not that.
Jeez.
You should be more specific next time.
Are those footsteps coming from ahead?
Nope, coming from behind you. And they are getting faster and faster.
Boojum will shout, "Run!"
No kidding. What do you think we've been doing? Walking? Oh, we're just taking a leisurely stroll then, are we?
Butcherm,
So
as you
much
run
running.
forward in the lead, you spot these left and right curves through the cave. And behind you, you can feel the vibration of something
That-
stepping hard on the ground. All right,
Just calling it.
okay. As you go left, there's another curve ahead. This one just goes right. You don't have to make a choice. And as you make this curve off to the right, suddenly the vibrations from these footsteps behind you stops.
What's round the bend?
As you round the corner, it is just more tunnel. It continues forward.
Keep running.
You do feel the breeze coming through this direction. As you continue running forward, you make a few more lefts, a few more rights. Eventually, you start to get tired because you've been running for a long time, and you're a dwarf who's used to the leisure life of drinking and not doing too much. As you stop to catch your breath, you guys find yourselves in a clearing in this cave. The room kind of opens up, and around you is this big cavernous space. Off to the right, there is a campsite set up. There isn't a fire, and one of the tents looks like it's partially broken down. Off to the right is just an off to the left is just an empty space. There's not much over there. Straight ahead, the tunnel continues. You all have had a short rest for the day. This run has taken a little bit of your energy, but you guys can continue forward if you like, or you can stop to rest here. There's also a campsite. What would you like to do?
It's a trap.
That's what I was thinking.
That's what I would do if I were a monster. I'd set up this campsite to make it look all inviting.
Oh, look, this campsite in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Tom's gonna
Right.
start poking things with his warhammer. Just
Tom, as you walk over to the campsite, everything is dusty, covered in a layer of dust. It looks like it's been here for quite a long time. There are holes eaten out of the tents where it looks like bugs have gotten to it. As you poke around the tent that is fully standing, and you look inside, there are a couple of partially rolled bedrolls. And It looks as though somebody was really trying to get out of here quickly. As you move over to the other tent, you find a teddy bear.
I'm going to take that teddy bear.
Okay. As you take the teddy bear, and you turn around to join the rest of the group again, the little boy appears in front of you. Are you
Hey there, little buddy. Is this yours?
Yeah? Are you taking it?
Well, I didn't know it was yours. You can have it back. Sorry for taking it.
As you hand it to him, it falls through his hands.
Aw.
Boudreaux will look to Talon and ask, "What is it with you lot and fucking demon children?"
I guess you can have it.
Aw, thanks.
If I remember correctly, you're the one that led us through this cave.
Oh,
To
where
this
supposed to,
campsite.
where the fuck else are we supposed to go? And may I mention the point where you led us through the woods and behind said demon boy?
May I mention we're both just trying to keep everybody alive.
Well, not for long.
Can I take a bedroll too there, buddy?
Kid's kind of creepy, though.
I kind of left my hammock at camp a while back, and I don't want to go back and get it.
I guess so. I don't think Papa would care.
Have you seen your papa in a while?
He kind of just looks down. He
I
up.
look.
Where are you going?
We're trying to get to Oakhart.
Oh. Well, you could take this tunnel, but he kind of looks over his shoulder in the direction that you guys came. I think it's here.
Do you know what it is?
No. It's scary.
Boudreaux will pick up his warhammer, look at Tom, and say, "If you're done robbing the ghost child, Fishy, it's time to fucking go."
You can come with us.
I can only go a little bit. Aw. You start to hear footsteps coming from the tunnel where you came.
I think that's
And
our cue.
He looks up at you with wide eyes. Come this way! And he runs. He passes directly through a wall next to the camp.
I don't think we can do that.
And we can't do that.
No.
Tom is going to follow suit and smack his face first in that wall.
Ow.
Tom, as you run forward into this wall, you step through it. There's a bit of an odd shift as things ripple around you for a minute, and you find yourself in a room. And the boy is standing next to a bed, and he says, "Are the rest coming? He's gonna find them."
Griff takes off.
I charged through the wall.
Going, yep.
Run.
Yep. Because we all saw this, right? So,
Yes.
so we know that
You all
it's
saw
all right.
Tom pass through the wall.
Yeah,
Yep.
I just stand there
I'm
and
going-
think for a second.
I look at everybody. So much running.
As you all step through this wall and you feel this ripple all around you, it feels pretty odd. You feel kind of off balance for a minute as you step through. As you come through, though, you are standing there with Tom and this boy. And he says, "Don't worry, he can't come here."
Who is he?
I don't know.
And where-
It.
Where
That
is
thing.
here?
He opens his arms wide. "Welcome to my home."
Did that thing hurt you?
No.
Well then, why are you dead?
So blunt.
He looks at you, Budrum, and he takes a step over to his bed. As he sits on his bed, he disappears.
There you go, scaring off the people who are helping us.
He's a ghost.
And
Yeah,
Halibut seemed like a really nice ghost, though.
yeah,
Has probably saved our lives.
probably.
Right?
Saved our lives. Well, we're stuck in a tiny room with nowhere to go.
Well, at least that thing can't come in after us then.
We don't know
I thought
that.
the here is out there.
He could
Would
poke
you
his
rather we be
fucking
out
head
there-
through the wall and eat us.
Would you rather we be out there battling that skull deer thing for sure?
Of course not.
Well, then be happy we're not at the moment.
Fine.
as you guys stand here for a minute, you see a ripple go through the walls again. And you start to see these apparitions around you as the little boy is standing with two adults. There is an adult male and an adult female. They're all elves. The boy looks to be about 5 years old, at your best guess. He's very short, and he is beaming from ear to ear as his dad is hanging up a picture. It's a family portrait, and you can see the dad who has this jet black hair and piercing blue eyes, and the mother who has this dark brown hair that hangs in very large curls, as she is wearing these very rich looking they look like they're a wealthy family, and her clothing reflects this. Lots of deep purples and blues, and she wears a ruby necklace. She reaches down and picks up her son, and she says, "Welcome home." And they fade away. Now, it is around our ending time for the night.
Griff is so confused right now.
I know, right? I'm like, what?
I'm surprised no one's tried to sit on the bed.
So we can end right now, because some of you East Coasters need to get some sleep.
Yeah.
Or we could keep
I'm
going.
good with that.
All right.
I'm okay with keeping on going.
What do we think, guys?
I will leave it up to the working folks.
Yeah,
Because I can do either.
I can push for another half hour.
Yeah, about a
Okay.
half an hour, and that would have to
Yeah,
stop.
that's fine with me.
Okay. Cool. So, do you guys want to take a time to rest in this room, or do you want to just keep going?
I think we'd keep going. It'd be pretty difficult to rest knowing that we're being hunted.
Yeah, well, the boy did tell you were safe in this room.
I think we should rest and refresh.
Probably.
I
Yep.
think we could use the rest.
Sure.
We've been running a lot. A quick nap might help.
Yep.
Okay.
Can we look around the room a bit, see if there's anything useful?
Sure. This room doesn't have much in it. The family portrait still hangs, so it looks faded now. That you can clearly see all three people in this photo. Or, not photo, but painting. They're from the future. There's not much else in the room. There is a bed, and there is a side table.
Leandra will check out the bed, mostly because she wants to sleep in it,
Okay.
but she wants to make sure it's not like infested or anything.
As you pull back the covers of the blankets, the bed looks fine, if not just a little dirty from age. As you sit on it and test it, it seems comfortable enough. Though, It's big enough for maybe 2 of you if you sleep. Typically, if you sleep long ways, you can fit 3 or 4 people. But
The girls will claim the bed.
okay. Okay.
No comments.
Nobody's gonna argue with that, I guess.
Nope.
Hooray!
Okay. What else?
Tom's gonna try out that dusty bedroll he found.
Okay.
Yeah, Gert's just gonna settle in.
I'll just go
Okay.
over and sit in a corner. Or lay in a corner, I should say.
Okay. Woodrum?
Bedroom will just roll under the bed.
Okay. Woodrum, as you roll under the bed, there is a collection of fur down here. Looks like an animal spent a lot of time down here.
Can I grab a handful of it?
Yeah.
Okay. I grab a handful of it, and as Talon's laying down, closing his eyes, I walk up and shove it in his face. Do you know what this is?
Should I roll something? Roll on that?
Let's do a nature check as you get fur in your mouth. Talon,
10.
the one who is the most tired.
Yeah, 10.
Okay. Talon, you look down and you're like, yeah, it's fur.
It's fur, but I don't know what kind.
Well,
Get that out of my face.
whatever it was, it's under the bed.
It smells awful.
That might be fish or meat. I'm not sure.
I throw it back at you, the handful that fell on me.
Fine, I'll go to sleep. Woodrum,
Told you it stinks.
Woodrum rolls back under the bed. He quite likes the smell of the fur.
Okay. All right, so everybody settles in for nighttime then. Okay. An uneventful night. Nothing happens. The same eerie quiet that there has been. Though, at least, it's not interrupted. As you all wake up, you are out of food. Slightly hungry, but gotta do what you gotta do, right? What do you guys want to do?
Tom has rations he can share.
Okay.
So how
Is
many
everybody-
do you...
You guys currently have 9 people.
And I have rations as well. They're not going to be great, but they're something.
Yeah.
Or, I guess, 10 people, because you have a tuna.
Yes.
I've got
I have
rations.
7
too.
days worth of rations.
Yep.
So I'll
I
mark
don't know
off.
if we brought all of our stuff with us. If we did, then
You guys did.
then okay, cool. Then I've got rations. That'll work.
I'm not that mean.
Yeah. I'm like, wait, did we leave all our stuff and just like run off? I'm like, I forgot to ask.
So, sorry, I forgot to point out. There is a door up in the northern end of the room. We're facing the room in these ways to make it easier to recognize which direction you guys are headed. So the bed is off on the west wall. The portrait is on the east wall. The south wall is where you guys came through. On the southwest wall is where the small end table is, and to the north is a door.
Is there any like names on the portrait or anything like that? Saying who they are?
There is nothing that you can tell. There are no
Okay.
there are no names here.
Does any of you guys able to copy a picture so we can figure out who these people were? Maybe tell somebody that they're dead now.
Anybody good at that?
No.
Anybody good with a performance?
Give it a shot.
Okay.
Hmm.
Go ahead and make a performance check to draw
Okay.
a convincing picture.
I'm definitely.
I'm gonna
not
step
good
away
at
for
it.
just a minute.
Okay.
Ooh,
I'm marking off
that's not
5
a good
rations,
roll.
so 10 people can have breakfast.
I rolled a 4, so it's probably not going to be enough, even with.
Okay.
That'll be a 9.
I can try
Okay.
it, maybe.
Okay, go for it. Griff holds up a portrait of stick
Because
figures.
I have decent performance. My D20. That would be 16 plus 5, 21.
Okay. As everybody
Yeah,
else
much
is
better.
eating, Rowan is taking time to draw carefully the picture that she is seeing. It doesn't look like an exact match, but it is as close as you can get without all of the proper tools.
Awesome.
Close enough. Okay.
Can we inspect the door?
You can. Budrum, go ahead and make an investigation check on the door.
Sure. I got an 18.
Nice. As you look at the door, you kind of twist the handle left and right. It looks like it's unlocked. And on the other side, you hear something scratching at the door.
Oh, right.
Can I do perception checks, see if I can tell what it is?
Yeah, go for it.
11.
Okay. As you put your ear to the door, your paranoia is spiked after what you've seen. But it sounds like small paws are scratching at the door. It's coming more toward the bottom of the door.
Bedroom will turn to Talon. Hey, Talon,
Yes.
get Fruffles.
Why?
There's a beast on the other side of this door. Perhaps
And what-
Fruffles can handle it for us.
Why do you think he should handle it, not us?
I don't want to go out there. I don't know what it is. We can grab Fruffles with one hand. I'll open the door quickly. You fuck him off out there, and then we slam the door and see what happens.
I'm not willing to sacrifice Fruffles for something we can take care of.
He breathes fire.
He's a cat. How the fuck can he breathe fire?
He's cursed. Don't you remember the man telling us he burned down half a village? For fuck's sake.
He's been with us for how long and he's never thrown fire yet?
Because we have not crossed him yet.
Yeah, isn't
Tom would like to press to digitate so that Fruffles kind of looks like there's sparks in front of his mouth.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
There it is. I seen it.
Oh my god. I can't believe I'm doing this, but what do you guys think about Budrun's plan?
I'm all for it.
Can't hurt, I guess. If we do end up having to deal with it, at least we'll know what it is ahead of time.
Janelle and Jami put a hand on Talon's shoulder. If you even think about it, I will slap you across the face and you will never see that cat again.
Doesn't hurt
We're
that
not
much.
doing it. We're not doing it. I don't want her pissed at me.
Okay.
Maggie sits in the corner sharpening her cleaver. She points it at Talon. She goes back to sharpening it.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
All right.
I would like to try and do Budrum's plan, but with Budrum.
I agree with this. I agree with this plan.
So
Okay.
I'm gonna try and open the door and shove Budrum out.
Okay, you're gonna need to make a strength check
Okay.
against Budrum's strength. Yeah, you're gonna make a strength
Oh,
save.
boy.
Okay.
Budrum.
Oh boy.
Oh
So
no.
that's
Unless you will willingly let him push you out there.
No. I
that's a 3 plus 1 is a 4.
I got a
Okay.
6.
Okay. The good news is you stopped him from pushing you out. The bad news is the door's still opened. As the door opens and Budrum, you take a step forward as you're bracing yourself. In front of you on the floor is a small dog-like creature. And it looks up at you. It's covered in this reddish-brown fur, and at the tip of its tail is a white poof.
Is
And
it
it
bigger than
barks.
Fruffles was?
It is about the same size as Fruffles.
Okay.
It barks at you, and it poofs into smoke. And it now is on the bed.
Budrum will turn to Tom. This injustice will not be forgotten.
It jumps
It's a
under the
teleporting
bed.
dog.
Oh, Leander wants to learn how to teleporting dog.
Okay. Leandra, make an animal handling check to see if you can get close enough to it.
Alexa, roll 1d20. I think she's broken. Hang on. 13.
Okay. 13 is actually as you
Yay.
bend down to reach underneath the bed to try to get this creature out. It makes eye contact with you, sniffs your hand, it licks your fingers, and it will let you grab onto its collar. It is wearing a collar.
Oh, yay! I don't suppose the collar has tags on it, but
As you pull it out,
uh-huh.
there are tags on it.
Oh, what does it say?
It says Capnos, Capnos.
Oh, hi, Capnos. How are you?
And it wags its tail. It poofs out of your hands and goes over to Rowan and starts to sniff around that area. Make a history check, Leandra.
Alexa, roll 1d20.
Dun, dun, dun.
14.
Okay. This looks like something very familiar to you. This is... It's what seems to be a mongoose fox. It's a small dog-like creature that can poof into smoke and teleport. They used to run rampant around your world. And you know it from an old fairy tale. Now, they have been extinct for about good 3/4 of a century, and nobody has seen any. So you have never met one. This is the first time.
It's kind of adorable.
Aw.
It's going to spend some time kind of nuzzling up to Rowan.
Yay. Can I pick him up? Maybe?
Make an animal handling check as you kind of go for him.
Ah, yes. 0 modifier. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's, is that wisdom?
Yes.
Oh. Then I get a +1. Wow. Let me see here.
Plus 1 is better than minus 1.
Yep.
Wow. 7?
Okay. As you bend down to pick him up, and it spots you, he backs away from you very quickly.
Oh,
His tail is down between his legs, and he poofs out into the hallway.
I guess he didn't like me.
So what do you guys
Tom
want to do?
would like to use another ration to try and befriend the dog. Like try and give him some dried meat and some dried fish.
Okay. As you look out into the hallway, the creature, Capnos, is kind of standing out, cowering away from you, but is facing your direction. As you put the food down, it sits back for a little while, trying to decide if it can trust you. And a moment later, it poofs directly in front of you and starts to eat the ration, like voraciously. Voraciously? That word.
Voraciously?
Yeah, sure. Much veracity.
I'm gonna try and pet that dog.
Okay.
Cat no.
Roll animal handling with advantage.
Oh, that's good. We need that. So it's a 13 and an 18 minus 1 is 17.
Cool. Yep, as you reach out, it doesn't even flinch because it is so focused on eating.
Fruffles jumps out of my bag and slowly walks over to investigate the fox creature.
Okay. As Fruffles walks up and is in that stance that cats get in where they are really unsure, just about ready to run at any moment. It kind of it keeps its distance, walks around. You can see its nose twitching as it's trying to gather any information. And walks closer to Capnos. Capnos looks up at Fruffles, assumes it's getting too close to its food, and starts to growl. Fruffles will back away quickly and will return to you.
Does anybody know about these things?
They're mongoose foxes. They used to be plentiful in my world, but we haven't seen them in a long time. And they
Can we keep them?
I would love to. Anyone object if I use a little animal friendship?
Nope.
No. Why not?
You guys in your menagerie.
That's right.
So I will try animal friendship on Capnos.
Okay.
Yay!
What does that entail?
That's a spell, I think.
That entails me putting down my food and taking a look. I forgot to eat earlier, so.
It's all good.
Animal friendship. You're in here somewhere. It is a first level spell. One action, 30 feet. Which shall offer another morsel of food. Lasts for 24 hours. The spell lets you convince a beast that you mean it no harm. Choose a beast that you can see within range. It must see and hear you. If the beast's intelligence is 4 or higher, the spell fails. Ooh. Otherwise, this beast must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be charmed by you for the spell's duration. If you or one of your companions harms the target, the spell ends.
Okay. Let me make a wisdom saving throw. What is this DC?
13.
Okay.
I think. Yeah. Save. Spell save DC. 8 plus proficiency bonus plus wisdom modifier. Yeah.
Ah, okay. That's
13.
cool. You got a 9.
Yay!
So, as you cast this spell, what does it look like?
Well, in a lot of respects, it looks more of like what other people were doing. She offers some food.
Mhm.
and just quiet words, and just calm motions. And if when she gets close enough, just petting it, scratching it behind the ears, that kind of thing, telling him what a good boy he is. So it looks pretty normal. It's just, if anyone is attuned to that, it's backed by magic.
Okay. So we'll say that as you are kind of scratching it behind the ears, there's this glint of yellow magic kind of going around your nails, your fingernails, as it passes over his fur. Cool. You have a friend.
Yay!
Another one.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Capnos is a free spirit, but he's your friend.
We need friends.
Sure. Ghost boys and tiefling babies aren't enough.
You should just assume that we're going to adopt everything, Eric.
Yeah, pretty
And
much.
I can see that. I can see that.
Cats, ghost kids, and tiefling babies. There you go. And now, fox dogs.
Mhm. Okay. What would you guys like to do? Would you like to venture off down this hallway?
Sure.
Or do you want to try breathing back outside?
I think we're going to have to. We can't stay here forever, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
I think we should go down the hallway
Okay.
because we know for
Captain-
Sure,
sure
why
that
not?
Capnos
Outside.
will poof out into the hallway and is kind of taking lead. As he gets about halfway down the hallway, he poofs out again, and you don't see where he went this time.
Nose.
Would you guys like to continue down the hallway?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay. Who's going to take lead?
Leandra will, I guess, if no one else wants to. I don't know. Well, Boodrum has dark vision, though, right?
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
take the lead.
Okay.
I'll be at the
Woodrum,
front
you-
since I have to.
Okay.
Oh.
Boodrum and Talon, as you guys step out and start moving down the hallway, everybody behind you sees something kind of odd. You guys are walking, but you guys get about halfway down the hallway, and you seem to be walking in place. Down the hallway, you can see where the hallway turns off to the right. It does a right angle turn. And you can't see anything beyond that. Along these walls, there are pictures hanging of the same family. There are a few pictures of other people as well that you've never seen before. A bunch of humans. You see pictures of the little boy from the painting before with a small human boy and a small human child that looks pretty androgynous. You can't tell what gender they are. Everybody else behind them, you see they're taking steps, but they're not moving. Talon and Boodrum, as you guys start to notice you're not moving, kind of look back and you see you've been walking way longer than you should to get to the end of this hall, but you are still only halfway down the hallway.
Doing a Arcana check.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. 6.
Okay. As you try to spot something magical happening in this hallway, you can't make anything out.
In the pictures on the walls, is the child with other families, like other parents, other people?
There are other adults in these photos.
Hmm.
You don't recognize any of them.
I'm gonna turn to Talon and ask him, do you think that he led those people down here and that they never left?
It could be.
Boojum,
There's
go ahead.
there's definitely some magic at work here.
Can we turn around, try and walk back to the others?
Yep. As you turn to walk back, no problem. You make it back to the room.
I'll ask the others, what's happening?
Looks like you guys forgot to walk there for a little bit there.
We were walking, we just weren't bloody going anywhere, and now these pictures, it looks like he killed all sorts of people down here.
I don't think it was the child. I think it's the creature, but something very strange is happening here.
Then
Clearly.
why is the boy in every picture?
He's not in every picture. He's just in many of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you think he's working with the deer skull thing?
I don't know.
Could be. What's everybody else think?
How far away is the corner, like the bend?
It looks to be about 40 feet away. You can get a good 20 feet toward there. That's about it.
What if we all went in a line and just pushed? Just come on back to this area here, Woodrum.
Okay.
And I'm going to walk as far as I can. And you push me and see if you can get me any further.
Oh, I'll happily push you after you tried to push me earlier. Okay, so I guess me and Tom walk up to the front and then I give him a big old shove.
Okay. As you shove Tom, he actually make a strength check. Tom, are you going to resist or are you just going to go with it?
No, I'm just going to let him do it.
Okay, make a strength check with him.
Okay, 17.
Okay. Tom, you fall forward as he pushes you really hard. As he falls forward, he should have some momentum, but he stays in place.
Can I try throwing a copper coin?
Go for it.
Okay, I'll throw it.
As you throw the coin, it bounces off the wall and lands at the end of the corridor.
So, can Leander take a rope, tie a knot in one end of it, and then she's going to throw it? Throw that knotted end down the hallway.
Go for it. What are you trying to do with it?
She wants to just get so that you've got rope leading down the hallway toward that end, and then maybe doing something like your eyes and just holding onto the rope and following the rope. I don't know if it'll help, but she's willing to try it.
As you throw the rope, it does land at the end of the hallway. And as you try to follow it, you can't move. Your feet move in place almost. You're not paralyzed at all. You have full range of movement, but no matter how many steps you take, you stay in the same spot. Leandra, because you have a really high passive perception, you hear a barking on the other side of the wall that has all the pictures.
Is there a door over there or anything?
There is no door.
I hear the dog. She points where she can hear the dog coming from.
Tom runs headlong into that wall.
Okay. Tom, you run directly at a picture of this human family. There are 5 people in this picture, and as you hit this wall, your body is stopped, but your head goes through the painting. And the painting is not hurt. The image of the painting shows through after Tom's head goes through. Tom, on the other side of this painting, you see a room, and just out of reach where you could reach with your hand, there is a lever. And Capnos is there, barking in your direction.
Get him excited. Get him to jump up so he lands on that lever. You know,
I-
oh, good doggy, come on.
I pull my head out and explain what's going on to everyone.
Okay. Tom, if you wanted to pull that lever, you're going to need a boost. And you're going to have to maneuver yourself so that way you fit, because your shoulders are pretty broad to fit through this small painting, so you're going to have to really maneuver yourself to get in there.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna try that. Yeah.
Okay.
Woodrum,
Yes.
give me a pick me up.
Boodrum stands there and lets Tom stand on his shoulders and step on his head to climb through the painting.
Okay. Okay. Tom is a pretty average-sized human person, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like 190 or 180 or something.
Woodrum, make me a strength check and also a constitution save.
Sure.
You can do this for a while, but...
So I can roll a total of 2 for the strength.
Okay, never
Oh,
mind. Forget
no.
the constitution. As he steps on your shoulder, you give way under his weight, and you fall to a crumpled pile on the ground, the two of you.
Oh man.
Oh.
Oh.
We should take a picture.
The dog starts to bark more frantically. Seems to be faster.
Well, why don't I give somebody a boost? Because some guys aren't as strong as you think they were.
I didn't have my center of gravity.
It looked like a pretty heavy lever to pull. Tom, just keep that in mind too, as you guys decide who's going to go in there. And you've got to have long enough arms to be able to reach.
All right, Eric. All right, I
Probably
get
not me,
it.
then.
I've got little arms.
Oh no, Butcher can totally try. Let's do it.
No, I'm not fucking doing it.
My strength's an 8, so I think I'm out.
Yep. So is mine. I might be small enough to fit, but yeah, strength wise, no. and she's only like 5'2", so probably not tall enough either.
Leandra, you can talk to dogs, right? You want to maybe talk to what was his name?
Capnos.
Capons.
Capnos.
Get him to
CAPNOS.
get him to pull that lever. Just poke your head through and bark at him or something.
Are you there, Nancy?
Oh, sorry. I can certainly try. The other thing I could try is, well, no, because then Tom would see. No. have that. Um, so she will try sticking her head through the painting, and she'll take a boost if someone wants to offer.
Yeah, Tom will give her a boost.
She'll call to Capnose, Capnose, Capnose. Pat the wall above the lever. To see if he'll jump up on it. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can hear you.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think Eric's gone.
Oh, sorry, I was muted.
Oh, I'm like,
Sorry. As you do this, he looks at you. He's barking frantically, and he's looking at you. He looks backward behind him.
can't she
Looks
see
back at you.
back something behind him?
She can't. As she
Okay.
looks, there's nothing over there.
Nothing there. Okay.
As you pat the wall, he cocks his head. Kind of gets what you're saying, and he poofs up on the lever.
Yes.
And he can't hold himself up there, and he falls off.
Oh no.
He's not
Oh.
heavy enough.
Gotcha. Okay. And she'll look back and she'll tell everybody he's not heavy enough to do it.
All right.
And this is in like
Tom's
an
gonna-
adjacent room, right? Is that where we're looking into like an adjacent room?
Yes.
Yeah. And can Leandra reach that lever?
Leandra can if she has a little bit of a boost.
All right. Come on, guys.
You're gonna.
Griff is just gonna misty step in there.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
He just like puff of smoke and he just pulls it.
Okay.
Griff can do that too.
This is not actually. I wasn't sure if it was gonna work or not, but it looks like
Okay.
it did.
Griff, as you are in this room, it is a pretty empty space. There's nothing else in here but this lever and this dog that is frantically barking, and it's looking back behind you and back at the lever. Do you want to pull the lever?
Do I see anything back where it's looking before I do?
No, all you see behind you is, make a perception check. Oh, sorry, investigation.
Roll a d20. That would it's a 15 plus 2 minus 1, 16.
Okay. As you look back at that area where it was barking, you see a slight color difference on the wall. It looks like there's a hidden door back here, and the dog is barking in that direction. And it's barking in that. Well, it's barking at Leandra and looking at the lever, and it stops. It looks back at the door. It whines for a minute and then looks back and frantically barks again.
There's a door back there. Should I do that or the lever? What do you think?
Go toward the door and see what Capnos does.
Okay, he's gonna start walking back there.
Capnos, as you step toward the door, Capnos backs toward the corner where Leandra is, and it's whining very loudly.
I don't think you should do that.
I think the lever.
Yeah.
A lever it is. And he's gonna walk over there and pull it.
Okay. As you pull the lever, there is a loud click that you hear. You guys in the hallway can feel a shifting. Though as you look around, there's nothing that's changed. And Griff, you hear a loud click over in the direction of the door.
Fuck.
A black puddle starts to form beneath the door,
Uh-oh.
and it starts to coalesce into the
There's-
shape.
A black thing.
Starts to
and-
coalesce into the shape of the creature with the deer skull.
Oh shit.
Shit.
Misty step out.
And- Okay.
And say, there we go. The thing's in there.
Capnos, come! And Leandra.
Capnos is back in the hallway with you guys.
And I'm
Yeah.
out of spell slots.
Uh-huh.
From the other side of the door, you just hear.
Run!
And that's, I think, where we're going to end for tonight.
Yeah.
Cliffhanger! Yikes!
That would have been a lot cooler if Tom had put his top half of his body in there and had to make a dex save to get out. But Misty Step ruins everything. Of course, now Griff is out of spell slots.
Yep. I am done for.
Yep.
All right.
Warlocks don't get that many spells.
Thanks for watching the stream, everyone, and for watching the video. Thank you. We'll be back on Sunday, and then back with Eric's campaign next Tuesday, and the Starfinder campaign starting soon. Thank you.